Kody Brown thought no one was watching. But the TLC cameras were still rolling. What happened next was so raw, so explosive, it was cut from the final episode. Janelle didn't just leave Kody, she left the lie. And now, thanks to a leaked file from a brave editor, we finally see what really went down.
Because dads are useless.
And then,
can't take care of the
moment
Logan
that
was the
broke
one that would wake
fans,
up,
Robyn allegedly told B she wasn't real family.
Grow up so fast.
Was this the final crack in the Brown family legacy? This is the side of Sister Wives TLC never wanted you to see. Kody's parking lot breakdown caught off camera. After a particularly tense on-camera discussion with Christine and Janelle during filming near Coyote Pass, production wrapped for the day, or so everyone thought. But one camera operator, still rolling for B-roll, caught a shocking moment that TLC ultimately buried deep in the cutting room floor. Kody stormed into the parking lot, ripping off his mic pack, muttering to himself, "They don't respect me. None of them ever did." Then came the breakdown no one expected. You build a family, you build your whole life around people, and then they walk away like you were never enough, Kody muttered, his voice cracking. What we saw was more than rage. It was a man unraveling. For the first time, the confident patriarch facade collapsed. And underneath, we saw what many have suspected for years. Kody is emotionally unequipped to process loss unless he controls it. According to psychologists, when narcissistic traits are combined with rejection from previously dependent figures, like wives or children, it can trigger something called a narcissistic collapse. And in that moment, it showed. A former TLC production assistant has since come forward anonymously. They told us not to include it, said it was too real, too raw. But that's the thing. The realness is what we needed. Janelle's full exit. The unaired scene. This wasn't just a fight. This was the final walkaway. But what the show aired was just a sliver of what actually happened. Thanks to a leaked scene, shared discreetly by a now former editor, we now have confirmation that Janelle's final words to Kody were much more than a cold goodbye. In the deleted footage, Janelle confronts Kody not just over favoritism, but over financial deception. "I gave up everything for this family," Janelle says, tears in her eyes. "But you gave it all to Robyn. You told me I could trust you, but you made me build a dream house I was never welcome in." This wasn't just a marriage falling apart. It was the crumbling of a system. Janelle realized the dream of plural harmony was designed to benefit Kody and Robyn, while the others were left to sacrifice and eventually scramble. Many viewers forget, Sister Wives began as a case study in alternative family structures. But what we see now is what happens when power imbalances go unchecked and women wake up to their own worth. Watching Janelle walk away gave me the strength to leave my toxic partner, one fan posted. Another wrote, "Kody didn't lose a wife. He lost the glue that held the family together." Gwendlyn's wife, B, speaks Robyn never accepted me. In a now viral live stream, B. Carlson, Gwendlyn's wife, opened up about her early interactions with Robyn Brown, and the shocking moment she realized she was never welcome. B. Clip. "She told me, right to my face, 'You're not real family. Gwendlyn's choices are hers. They don't reflect us.' I couldn't believe it." The comment stunned viewers, and it wasn't just what Robyn said, it was what it meant. This goes deeper than family drama. Robyn's alleged words echo something much darker: rejection masked as righteousness. It's a behavior often seen in gatekeeping families, where loyalty is contingent upon obedience. No one deserves to be told they're not real family because they don't fit a mold. B is Gwendlyn's wife. That is family. And perhaps what scares Robyn most is that Gwendlyn, like her mother Christine, is no longer under her control. From a smiling family of 20 plus to a shattered, divided group walking away one by one. Kody Brown's breakdown wasn't just emotional, it was symbolic. The once tightly controlled family narrative is slipping, and the truth is spilling out faster than TLC can hide it. What we're seeing isn't just a TV show ending. It's the implosion of a belief system, a system where women were told to share, submit, and stay silent until they didn't. And maybe the real twist? It took being filmed for over a decade for the Brown women to finally realize their story was never about him. If you're still here, you just witnessed the real story behind the headlines. The breakdowns, the exits, the betrayals. All the pieces TLC left out are the very truths that matter most. Do you think Kody's parking lot breakdown proves he's finally facing the consequences? Should TLC have aired Janelle's full exit? And was Robyn always the mastermind? Or just another victim of Kody's manipulation? Moments after Christine confronted him, Kody imploded. The footage was never meant to be seen, but a brave editor saved it. I gave them my life. And what do I get? Betrayal, judgment, fake loyalty. Psychology insight. This is called a narcissistic collapse. When someone whose identity revolves around control experiences mass rejection. The power Kody held over 4 wives was built on fear and approval. The moment Christine and Janelle no longer needed either, he lost everything. Fan reaction overlay. It wasn't sadness, it was rage because he couldn't control the narrative anymore. Cut that. Legal will never approve it. Janelle's full exit, the scene they cut. Recreated scene. Janelle parked outside her Flagstaff rental. Tears in her eyes, but stone-faced. She didn't just leave Kody, she left the entire belief system. Leaked script notes from TLC post-production editor. Janelle accuses Kody of financial manipulation. Mentions how her money helped Robyn get the mansion. Says she never even wanted plural marriage this way. Janelle, from transcript. You told me to dream with you, and then sold my dream to someone else. Financial abuse context. In many plural marriages, only one wife is legally protected. Janelle had no deed, no marriage license, and no safety net. Overlay. Comparison of Janelle's Coyote Pass investments versus Robyn's mansion purchase timeline. Cut to Kody screaming back. Recreated. You're just jealous because she was obedient. Fan tweets. That was the moment we all saw the truth. Janelle was never wife #2. She was his fallback. What TLC aired was a quiet goodbye. What they cut was a woman finally waking up. B exposes Robyn. You're not family. She told me I wasn't family, like, to my face. said Gwendlyn's choices don't reflect the Browns. Sociological commentary. This is emotional gatekeeping, where family is conditional upon conformity. Queer exclusion. Religious identity. Robyn's alleged comment reflects how queer family members are often excluded under the guise of values. Clips of Robyn crying in interviews, saying, "I just want us to be close." Fan response. Robyn weaponizes family to exclude anyone who doesn't fit her mold. She says one thing on TV, but her treatment of B revealed something much darker. Gwendlyn has liked multiple comments calling Robyn a fake. The system collapses. All lies unravel. The experiment failed, not because of plural love, but because of selective love. Kody wanted loyalty, but only gave it to one. This story isn't about polygamy anymore. It's about identity, about women reclaiming agency, about what happens when a patriarch loses his grip, and the women realize they were the strength all along. The meltdown, the exit, the betrayal, all of it wasn't just inevitable, it was the price of awakening. And now, the only story left to tell is the one these women finally get to write for themselves. After the now infamous filming session, where Christine announced her departure, and Janelle publicly challenged Kody over the Coyote Pass finances, production officially called wrap. But one camera operator left his GoPro rolling. That footage was allegedly intended for behind-the-scenes cuts, but what it captured was an unfiltered, unscripted meltdown. Kody storms out, rips off his mic pack, and begins pacing. He's not talking to anyone, but he's clearly unraveling. "I gave them everything. Everything. I worked myself to the damn bone, and now they all want to make me the villain?" Former TLC crew member, anonymously. He knew the show was slipping. He knew his narrative was gone. What we saw was a man losing control, not just of his family, but his identity. What happened to Kody here is textbook identity collapse. When narcissistic behavior patterns meet public rejection, the emotional backlash can be overwhelming. He'd built his life around control. Once that illusion shattered, rage filled the void. It's like watching a structure implode. When a man loses control over the system he built, and he sees the women gaining autonomy, there's no script left for him to follow. Janelle's full exit. Deleted scene reveals the final straw. We were shown the basic version, Janelle telling Kody she needs space. But the real scene, leaked by a former post-production assistant, paints a much more intense and damning picture. Leaked scene summary. Janelle confronts Kody in a full 9-minute dialogue. She accuses him of redirecting shared funds. Robyn's name comes up 5 times. Kody yells, "You're just jealous of what I have with her." Janelle breaks down, but regains composure and says, "I'm done waiting to be chosen." She didn't just walk out. She walked out with dignity, after laying bare the truth about years of neglect. Janelle's accusation of Kody redirecting funds echoes real-life scenarios of financial abuse, where one partner centralizes money as a form of control. This is particularly common in polygamous or patriarchal systems, where women are not legal spouses and have no legal financial claim. Fan reaction. We watched a woman realize she was never truly respected. That exit scene should have been a finale. TLC's alleged reason for cutting it. Too emotional, too incriminating, too real. But for fans, it was the moment that proved Janelle wasn't just another wife. She was the anchor. And once she left, the whole system collapsed. BEA exposes Robyn's rejection. "You're not real family." She looked me straight in the eye and said, "You're not real family," and it broke something in me. This heartbreaking moment was streamed during a quiet Quanda session on Gwendlyn's Instagram. B, reserved and supportive by nature, opened up about her early interactions with Robyn. What B described: Robyn refused to attend Gwendlyn's engagement dinner. B was excluded from multiple family group texts. At an off-camera visit, Robyn allegedly told her, "This isn't the life I wanted Gwendlyn to choose." For B, it wasn't just about being excluded. It was about being othered, deliberately, coldly. Sociology. Breakdown. Conditional inclusion. Robyn's alleged behavior reflects a concept known as conditional inclusion, where someone is accepted only if they conform to unwritten family rules. It's subtle, emotional gatekeeping. "I'm so angry. B is so sweet. Robyn has no right to decide who's family." Robyn uses family values like a weapon. What makes this worse is Robyn's on-screen image as the peacemaker, the empathetic one. But behind closed doors, fans now believe she's been the enforcer of conformity all along. And B? She's just the latest to be discarded by Robyn's idealized family fantasy. What began as an experiment in plural love has become a masterclass in how dysfunction, control, and favoritism destroy legacies. Kody's parking lot breakdown wasn't the end. It was the reveal. Janelle's goodbye wasn't a whisper. It was a warning. And B's heartbreak wasn't a side note. It was a symbol of everything Robyn tried to hide. Final reflection. Breaking generational control. The Brown family saga is no longer just reality TV. It's a lesson in how women reclaim their voice, how love must evolve, and how silence protects systems that need to be broken. If you're still watching, then you are part of the movement of people demanding truth over edits, healing over performance, and accountability over image. Should TLC release the uncut version of Janelle's exit? Do you believe Robyn really said that to B? And was Kody ever really the victim, or just finally exposed? Subscribe for more unfiltered breakdowns, family psychology, and untold truths behind reality TV's most dysfunctional dynasty.